Okay, guys, well, we're just about, over and done with day one, so let's head back to the hotel. Oh, Ben, you're back. Find anything out? Yeah, actually. I tried getting in to see Yamamoto, but he was out for the day. However, I did get an interview with Shinobi. He seems to think that the murders aren't being done by ghosts at all. He insisted that there's some kind of cult of zombies involved. Interesting. If you ask me, the guy's a little out there. I mean, far be it from me to doubt any paranormal activity, but something about him just seemed a little off. Well, good job so far. At least we've managed to get some leads. What time is it anyway? With all this wandering around and jet lag, I'm a little out of it. It's 6:42 in the evening. Well, I guess I've done about all I can for today. You want to go out and get some dinner? Sure. We'll just wash up and we'll get going. And now, finally, day 2 in Osaka. Good morning. Is your headache gone? Next time I suggest trying sake, please talk me out of it. So, what's the tap for today? I was just on my way to the airport to wait for Alice. Do you want to come along? No, there's a few things I want to look into this morning. Hopefully you guys will be back by the time I'm done. Alright, I left you a little something here on the dresser. It's a crime scene investigation kit. I figured it might come in handy in case we happen upon some murder scenes. Wow, Simon! That's great! I'm sure it'll come in handy. Right then, I'm off to the airport. See you later. Where on earth did you get a crime scene investigation kit? That is awesome! It's a crime scene kit that Simon brought along. Yes, he just brought it along with him, because I don't know, this boggles my mind. Where on earth did he get this? You take the crime scene kit Simon left for you. So, let's see what it has. This crime scene kit should help you with more scientific research you may need to do. You open up the crime scene kit to find a set of tools for taking fingerprints and a syringe. Ooh, can we use it on ourselves? That would be kind of cool. You can't see any productive results coming from using that on yourself. Alright. Well, let's go into the bathroom and take a look at the newspaper, because apparently we get new news every single day, and that might come in handy. The paper is dated October 25th. Once again, you can't make heads or tails of anything on the front page. Suddenly, your eye is drawn to a photo of Mr. Shinobi on the bottom of the page. Maybe I should pay him a visit today. Also, I'm kind of curious. Ben, did you ever figure out how this worked? No, he doesn't know. Ben, you are going to have a very difficult time on this trip if you don't know how to use a bathroom. I mean, I suppose he could just, like, use Western toilets outside of his hotel room, but that's really... Anyway. Hey, you're not Mr. Shinobi. You're Inspector Yoshi. What are you doing here? Inspector Yoshi? What are you doing here? Is everything okay? No, Mr. Jordan. I'm afraid everything is not okay. I'm sure you've read today's newspaper? Well, sort of. I mean, I noticed Mr. Shinobi's picture on the front page. Wait a minute. Has Shinobi been... Come with me. Oh, my God. Pretty gruesome, isn't it? Not to mention elaborate. When did this happen? As far as we've been able to determine, sometime between last night and early this morning, around 6 a.m. Do you mind if I have a look around? I suppose not. Just make sure you don't touch anything. Shinobi doesn't look very good. Of course, that's probably due to the fact that he has a katana protruding from his back. Yeah. Inspector Yoshi looks like a man with a lot on his mind. That's the same description as before. Okay. Are you alright? You look a little pale. I dislike crime scenes, Mr. Jordan. Even though I see things like this almost every day, I've never been able to get used to it. Okay. Could I ask you a couple questions? Go ahead. How did you find the body? It wasn't us. It was Mr. Shinobi's secretary. I didn't even know he had one. In fact, I thought security in the building was kind of lacking. It really isn't surprising that someone or something could have snuck in here and killed Shinobi. According to the secretary, Shinobi phoned her last night and asked her to check up on him this morning. When she did, she found him dead and called us. Weird. It's almost like Shinobi knew he was gonna die. Perhaps he did. Unfortunately, we can't ask him now. You still have no idea who could be doing all these murders? Not a clue, unfortunately. You know, I spoke with Mr. Shinobi yesterday, and he seemed convinced that the title of Ghost Murders was inaccurate. Is that so? Yeah, he seemed to believe that the real culprits were the living dead. You don't say. I know it's kind of difficult to believe, but do you think it's possible that zombies could be involved? As I said before, Mr. Jordan, I am not a believer in things related to the paranormal. However, at least a zombie is a physical being. It has a form that can be traced, and therefore would be easier for someone to fake than a spirit. So you think someone could be acting like a zombie while doing these murders? No, I don't. But it's a far less implausible theory than the first one. Right. Is it hard being a detective and having to see all this murder and death on a regular basis? I think he already said it was. Well, it certainly isn't easy. Some people eventually become completely jaded. They don't make for very good company. I can imagine they don't. Thanks. Well, let's examine this, well, sword for one thing. It's a long katana with an elaborately carved handle used to impale Mr. Shinobi. I feel like making a very inappropriate head desk joke here, but, you know, you can do it if you want. Let's take some of his blood. Oh, you don't think that offer would be appreciated? Well, no, I don't think he would be doing anything in reaction to that, since he's dead and all. Let's see. You decide to see if the killer left any fingerprints on the weapon. After carefully dusting the blade, you see that there is a print. You lift it and place it on a card. Inspector Yoshi, look! I found a fingerprint on the blade! Good work, Mr. Jordan, but unfortunately that print is useless. Oh. I found fingerprints at every single crime scene, but they're always different and none of them match anyone in our criminal database. So you're not gonna file this one? I'll get one of my men to lift another print later just for procedure's sake, but I don't think it's a very good lead. You're welcome to keep it if you want. Fine. I will. And let's see. Can I talk to him? You can talk at him all you like, but he's not going to be answering you anymore. Can I touch him? Wouldn't be a good idea to disturb the body. Can I touch you? No. Okay. Well, I think I am done here for now, or maybe even forever. Okay, well, that was certainly pleasant. Let's see if we can go to Yamamoto Corp and speak to Mr. Yamamoto at last. Because the clerk said he would be back today. Okay. I wonder if I could ask him any more things. I'm not really sure. Excuse me.
What's up?
Ah, yeah, we have a lot of things. Do you know anything about zombies?
Only that I used to feel like one when I worked at that stupid coffee place back home. Oh yeah, and they eat brains and stuff, don't they? I was never really into monster movies. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. Is Mr. Yamamoto in his office?
Yeah, he should be. Just take the elevator to the 22nd floor and you'll find it.
Thanks. Do you know Mr. Shinobi of Shinobi Corp was murdered last night?
No, I've never even heard of him.
You never heard of Shinobi Corp?
I think I might have applied for a job there, but they didn't have any need for a desk clerk.
Well, I think you should be on the lookout. All evidence seems to indicate that your boss might be the next target for whoever is behind all these murders.
Don't worry. Nobody will get past me.
See you later. Okay. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Nice office. Hello, Mr. Yamamoto. My name is Ben Jordan, and I'm a private investigator working with the Osaka Police Department. I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jordan. You may, of course, have as much of my time as you need. Welcome to my office.
I just love this portrait of him up there. It's a somewhat abstract and totally ugly portrait of Mr. Yamamoto. Mr. Yamamoto sits behind his desk with a look of contemplation. The bookcase holds several books. Unfortunately, they all seem to be in Japanese. A large oriental rug decorates the office floor. And it's a large decorative banner with a couple of Japanese symbols on them. You wonder what they mean. Actually, I do know what they mean. This one, I think, means strength, and this one means death. But I don't think they mean anything together. It's just strength, death. I don't really get it, but I don't know. He's a weird guy. He's got an ugly, abstract portrait of himself over his desk. Anyway, let's talk to this weirdo. This is quite a nice setup you've got here.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan. I pride myself on the success of this company.
I have some questions for you, if you don't mind.
Of course not. Go ahead.
I was wondering if you know anything about the recent string of murders, the ones referred to as the ghost murders.
I'm afraid I do not. I have read about them in the papers, but aside from that, I am ignorant on the subject.
Okay. Have you read today's paper by chance?
No, not yet. Why do you ask?
Mr. Shinobi of Shinobi Corp was the latest victim of the ghost murders.
What?
I thought you should know. The other 4 victims were heads of major corporations here in Osaka. The papers hadn't released any of the names before Shinobi to avoid mass hysteria, so I thought I should warn you. It's obvious that whoever is doing these killings is targeting the heads of major corporations.
I see. Well, I thank you for the warning. I will be sure to increase the security in the building.
So what exactly is Yamamoto Incorporated in the business of?
Oh, we do a little bit of everything. Our main focus is on manufacturing various products for export, but we also do a little international business, or internal business as well.
Sounds fascinating.
I wouldn't expect someone like you to be very interested in fine details, so I'll spare you the boring parts.
By not saying anything, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to run out of time by the time I ask about Osaka, so I guess I'll just finish up here. That's all for now.
Very well.
And we'll ask him these questions in the next video, so until then, catch you later.